And the reason is because of your throw distance. The dot size is always going to be way bigger on a Galvo laser because you're sending the beam like 6 to 8 inches down to your work area, whereas on the Gantry, you're moving an inch or two from that focusing lens. An inch or two. Your dot size is way smaller on a Gantry. Inherently smaller on a Gantry, which means the Gantry by default is going to give you better detail. Unless you have a gigantic head and a massive beam expander in your CO2 Galvo laser, you're gonna get better detail off of the Gantry. Period. The Galvo is for speed, man. That's all it's about. It's just about speed. It's about whipping stuff out in 0 time. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Laser Source Podcast, the #1 podcast if you want to listen to Tony eat a sandwich. I'm joined by Tony today. What's going on, Tony?
What's going on, everyone? What's up?
We're going to get back to that sandwich in a second, but I also want to take a moment to introduce Kyle. Kyle's here for his first ever episode of the Laser Source Podcast. What is up, my dude?
Not much.
Finally,
happy to be.
You finally got a laser on the way. I'm so excited to talk all about it. But first, I need details on Tony's sandwich situation. What are we getting into today, Tony? What's going on?
For you Texans, I don't know if y'all have this, but this one is called Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's.
Yeah, I don't like Subway. I'm not a Subway guy.
Nah.
I used to. Not anymore. Subway is not my thing. But this is called Jersey Mike's. It's like a sub place.
Sure.
Pretty damn good.
What do we got between the
Italian? You know, you got the sauce or the ham, the cheese, the pepperoni, stuff like that with the crusted cheese top, whatever this is called.
Right.
My wife ordered it, man.
I hear that in order to get really, really deep into aluminum, you need the crusted cheese top. That's like essential to the aluminum deep engraving. Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah. Cool.
So we're gonna be plowing this while we on the phone.
Do it, dude. Get down. I'm just glad you're here.
Let's go. Let's do it.
And then, Kyle, you ordered a fucking laser, dude. Talk to me about the laser. What did you get? Where did you get it from? And where the fuck are you gonna put it?
I'm gonna have a basement workshop. I ordered a 1000 by 600, so a 24 by 40-ish.
Okay.
Gantry CO2.
The blue one?
It's a 100-watt RISI tube.
The blue one?
Is it RISI or is it I've heard some people say RISI, some people say Recce. I've heard it both ways. Is there an official right answer to that, or do we not know?
I don't know.
Is it the blue one?
All the Reese's, I'll eat it. So
it's the blue machine. There's a big blue one.
It's the same one Patrick has.
Oh,
okay. It's got a Ruida. So you're in Ruida town. That's good. And
6445 controller.
It's a 100-watt Recce, you said?
Yep.
Nice.
And getting an SNA genuine 5200 chiller with it.
Good man.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? What's your basement exhaust situation gonna be like on that?
I'm getting basically I'm going through the wall with it. Just an inline fan.
6-inch, 8-inch, what?
I'm probably going with an 8-inch and adapting it so I can keep it at a lower speed for the same CFM.
Are you gonna do the AC affinity?
Yeah.
Best
fans. 100%.
Can't beat it. They're already quiet. So
Yep.
And they get great airflow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice. And this is your first laser, right?
It is my first laser, yes.
Oh, man, thank God. I got to tell you, dude, if I'm being just completely honest here with like the treehouse of trust, every time I look at the staff list, I'm like, man, I love my staff so much. And then I'm like, except Kyle. Kyle doesn't have a laser. I've had this guy on staff who hasn't had a laser for so long. I'm so glad you got one because now I don't feel like a sham anymore because all of my staff members have lasers. I can't wait for you to sink your teeth into it, dude. Are you going to do are you planning on like some immediate upgrades like as soon as you get it?
Yes.
You gotta do like the laser everything list, dude. New lenses, throw all the lenses that come with the machine in the trash. New lenses,
head.
I need to talk to you about that.
new mirrors, new head. Replace all that shitty.
New head. What's with this? Actually, sorry. Kyle, finish your thing. I'm gonna jump back to the whole new head and lenses thing. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll get to it. And then the silicone tubing. You got to replace all that shitty old silicone tubing.
yeah.
All the zip ties need to go. You're getting
all
hose
that.
clamps, I hope. Right. You're gonna throw some 50 kilovolt connectors on that hot wire, right? So you can hot swap your tube in the future, so that you're not cutting lines down the road. That's like $12. That's such an easy thing to do. There's a million things you could do. What do you mean? What upgrades?
Well, the camera. I need to get a camera too. I want the camera. I know it's not
I know you.
needed, but
You want to fuck with
It's a
LightBurn?
nice to
I still
have.
don't trust it.
I want
What,
the
the
camera.
LightBurn camera?
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you can
I
use
don't-
any webcam. The LightBurn camera is just nice because they already did the
I
math
wanna get
on
the LightBurn one.
the angle and stuff.
Yeah.
But they
If I was gonna do it, I would
get.
get. If I was gonna do it, I would get the LightBurn camera. I would just buy it from them. I'm sure that Jason had something in particular in mind when he picked that camera out. And like you say, like the math is done. I don't want to do like lens adjustments and stuff.
Yeah.
No.
It's
Not
nice.
doing
If you go onto their website, onto their forum, they tell you the exact height you mount it at, and you get the whole bed angle, so you don't have to guess. If you wanted to, you could DIY it. You could pick any webcam you wanted. But
You don't think
put
you're
it
going to
on
run into
that way.
problems with the massive 40-inch bed, like hitting all of that with just the camera? Because, I mean, isn't the idea to use it with the door closed? If the door is closed, that kind of restricts how high you can mount the camera at that point over
Use
the
it
bed?
open. Use it open. Beam it. Then close it.
Yeah, so you can mount it under the top of the bed cover with the cover open. You'll be able to see the whole bed.
So you open the door, you mount it somehow on the,
By the handle.
like in here. and
Like
then
right
it
above
takes-
the handle.
Do your
on the
thing.
inside.
Yeah, okay,
Do your thing.
okay.
When you're done, when you're about to hit F2 that shit, close the door.
Okay, that makes more sense. That makes more sense.
Or leave it open, laser everything style.
Is that a down the road thing, or is that a like you're gonna get it with your like now?
For me, the camera is down the road. The immediate upgrades I'm looking at is I'm doing a hybrid servo driver remote upgrade.
Just right away.
Because
You got lucky. I got a shit ton of stuff that I have to do to make mine work.
That means I have a shit ton of stuff I have to do to make mine work.
Oh, look, I see these. I ordered 4 of these brackets. They just came in. Like, I literally.
So wait, so talk to me about, because that's going to affect me too. So why is it hard for us when it's going to be easy for Kyle?
So Kyle's motor. Damn, you don't have a chat thing open. Anyways, the way mine and your OM Tech and mine, the belts are not top and bottom. Like, your belt doesn't run across the X. Look at it. It's facing you, like it's on the X, I think. Look at your belt. Your motor is
The one
mounted-
attached to the X belt or the Y belt?
Okay, look at your X motor where it's at right now. Look to your right. It's at your X motor's to the right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, there you go. You see the space between the bracket and the motor and the gear. No, you're going to the wrong corner, unless you're flipped for me.
Saying over here?
Is that your motor over there?
No, my motor's on the.
Okay, so your image is flipped. Okay. Where your motor is, you don't have. You see how your motor's upside down, facing up?
Yeah,
you
it comes up.
Okay.
Yeah.
The servo, the hybrid servo is gonna hit that bottom part. Look at it. It's too tall. So you're gonna be hitting the bottom. You can't like put the motor under. It's gonna hit it. There's no way around it.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
So there's 2 things that I'm planning on doing. One is the I don't give a fuck feeling, which is where your X is, just literally take a buzzsaw and just cut. So the motor pretty much, you cut like a slit all the way at the bottom. Yes, it's really bad. You just cut it, you're making room for the motor because you know that motor's got to move back and forth. You just either cut that, you don't have to do any modifications. All you got to do is just cut that and put the motor under and you're good to go. You're off to the races. The other option is...
But you have to get a buzzsaw in there.
Yes, dude, I know.
That sounds
Hear me
like
out.
a fucking piece
I've
of
been
shit.
sleeping on this.
Okay.
And I'm to the point where I'm gonna do it. Anyways, the other option is to get some of these. Since the motor is under, if you try to flip the motor, you got to somehow mount the motor upside down. But here's the caveat. When your motor goes forward, it's going to hit the Rueda. I already tried it. It's going to hit the underside of the Rueda.
On yours, on mine, I might not have that problem because my Rueda's on the right, but my motor's on the left.
Oh, okay. Well, mine is going to hit, so I have to lift the Rueda.
Yeah.
But I have to make brackets and make it work. This is going to be more work, to be honest, but less damage.
Where did you get the bracket? Is
Amazon.
that like a cloud?
They were like 18 bucks.
Amazon.
Yeah.
Is this meant for? Is it for specifically this use?
For NEMAs.
Oh, okay.
So if it's
Well, that
a
seems
NEMA,
pretty easy. Yeah.
I just have to make it, but you got to understand. Here's the thing: you have to make another bracket to make sure that the motor is real stable, because now you're flipping the motor the other way. So it's got to be stable. It can't really, you can't have it, shifting. So. I don't know, man. I think, to be honest, the more destructive way, which is cutting the whole bottom of it, it's easier to away, in a way, but it's safer. This is.
Kyle? Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself into with your upgrade, or have you checked to make sure there's space?
He's good.
Have you?
He's good.
The cavities inside.
No.
Oh, because Patrick did it.
Yeah. Patrick. The only thing Patrick needed to do was move his Y motor out. That's all. And he's got one of these.
Yeah.
And he had to get an extension. Y'all are good. JMac is good because he can set. Okay, so our motor is like.
I wish that asshole would come on the podcast.
I know, right? Look, this is how our motor sits. This is our motor. This is the bracket. JMac sits 90 degrees, which he is good. He's good.
Because his belt in front of the head runs this way, not this
like
way.
ours.
Yeah.
So another potential upgrade was, well, if I can't make it work, then I'll just go to Cloud Array, get the $300, $400 gantry, which lets you work all this, but that's another $300, $400. Do I want to spend the time to do that? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I really don't care much about this tank. I really don't. I really don't care about like cutting it because I don't care for it too much. Because the end goal is to get a Galvo anyway. But this was just be like a test meal for me if I do that.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask Kyle why you ended up going with a tank, because I knew you were on the Galvo train for a minute, and then it seemed like you changed your mind.
Most of the projects that I'm going to be working on, so most of what I'm doing is probably going to end up being mugs, tumblers, stuff like that. So rotary is important.
Yeah.
But the other piece of what I'm doing is probably going to be cutting. So wood, signs, leather, and as you know, acrylic signs don't really do too great on the Galvo.
Yeah.
Galvo is not really designed for cutting.
Yeah.
You're not going to get great cuts off of it.
No, not at all. I just, especially with the tumblers, I got to tell you guys, I've been really, especially like in the last week, like I've been doing, just forcing myself to do all of the tumblers on the CO2 Galvo, and I'm getting really fast at it now.
Dude, that's what I want, man.
I'm getting really fast. A weird problem that I didn't think I was going to have with the Galvo and tumblers is if you go too slow and it's too hot, it like burns the powder coat into the surface of the tumbler.
It happens with CO2.
Yeah, it sucks. But if you don't do enough power, you can't get around the curve with Project Mark. So I've been doing all of it on Project Mark. I haven't been doing any rotary at all. I've just been projecting. It's so easy, dude. It's so easy. You just go to. I'll show you. You want to see? Yeah. I got them right now. Yeah. So this is about the max without using the rotary. For at least with my 175 lens on the CO2. But see if I can hide and get it to focus. I mean, they're not small.
No, that's good. That's a good size. I
think it's 60 millimeters. And it just does it. It just does it in one shot. So it projects all the way around the surface, and you don't have to make any adjustments. But I'm having that burning trouble. If it was flat, it would be no problem to remove the powder coat. But because it's curved, you have to give enough power to get around the curve while it's projecting, but not so much power that you're baking the powder coat into the surface. And that's been really hard to balance. But I finally have some good settings. I just added them to my parameter library this morning. that I'm feeling really happy with, that I think kind of works all around in general. I blew like maybe 3 of the, I'll show you those two. Hold on.
That's crazy. I have never used Project Mark.
Me neither until Alex Campbell told me about it. But I burned all these. So that's weight 1. Then I did all these. So that's 2. You can see that shine's looking nice though. And then 3 right here. So I wasted all of these, and then I had to order a couple new ones for the customer because I thrashed them all. But if you see right here at the top, you see that kind of like darkness there?
Yeah, that's that burn.
That's that burn. That does not come off. No matter what you try to clean this with, you cannot remove that. Just at the top, right up here, that's burned in to the metal. That's permanent. So after like testing with like different settings and stuff, this is where I landed. And these parameters are looking really, really, really super clean. Right there, all shine, no burning. They still need to be cleaned. They're still not. I'm not able to do this without cleaning them. I think I would need a more powerful laser. I think I'd need like a 40 or 60 watt to be completely.
Fiber.
Because Alex Campbell claims that he doesn't clean his. I don't know how true or not true that is, but he claims he doesn't clean them and they just come out like perfect off the bed. I still am cleaning mine with a little alcohol, but it's still, even with the Galvo, it's a lot less cleaning than I was doing on the Gantry. So
I'm wondering how. So where do you set the focal point?
For those, halfway.
Halfway between the top and the side?
Halfway around the curve. So if my curves end here and the top point is here, halfway, that's my focal point right there.
That way you're right in the middle of the focal distance.
Yeah, that way you're right in the middle. And then the computer calculates the distortion from projecting it over the edges to give you like a straight. Don't get me wrong, you lose a little detail. It would be much sharper if I used the rotary. There's no way around it. But if you use a long lens, like something like the 175 or the 210, your depth of field is long enough that you can get away with it. And it makes shit fast, dude. I'm doing tumblers in a minute, like flat. A minute.
Sick of your shit, man.
It's been really cool, dude. It's been really cool. And that's why for a long time, I've been a little disappointed in the CO2 Galvo. Like, I didn't think it was going to do enough to make it worth the price. But once I nailed down this tumbler thing, man, like, I felt so much better about having it. Even the UV, which can do everything, can't effectively remove powder coat from the tumblers because the UV will mark the metal like a fiber would. The UV will mark the steel.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, so you can't. You'll have the same problems that you have with a fiber laser, but worse with a UV.
I hate it. I hate, man.
What, using the fiber for tumblers?
I hate it. I fucking hate it. But it hurts me because I love the fiber. But I hate marking tumblers with the fiber. Either
CO2, man. I'm
overthinking it, and it's not to my standard. Like, it does not come out the way I want it to, and it's just like it doesn't pass. Like,
did you watch the episode that I did with the dog bowl?
Yeah,
removing the powder coat from the dog.
I've tried.
You
that.
tried those settings on it?
I've tried everybody's settings. There's something that I'm doing wrong, or is the energy.
Have you tried just using like a fucking giant lens, like a 220? You still can't do it?
No, it does not look good to me.
I don't know what you're doing, man.
It does not look good to me. It really doesn't. And I just feel like there's something. I guess my energy and passion is not into doing tumblers on a fiber at all. Like, it's really not.
You have a CO2. This is pointless. Yeah. The only people that are still trying to do tumblers on fiber are the people that bought a fiber and that's what they can afford.
Yeah.
And they're stuck on fiber. You know what I mean? They can't just like go run out and buy a CO2 laser to do it the right way. They're trying to get as much use out of their fiber lasers as possible because that's the one thing. They sunk their like life savings into that machine and they're trying to make money with it.
Nothing wrong with that.
They need it to work on the fiber. There's nothing wrong with that. But for people that have a fiber and a CO2 laser, if you're trying to do tumblers on a fiber laser, you're just wasting your own time.
Dude, yes. At any chance I get to do a tumbler, it's going on a CO2. No ifs, ands, or buts. Like, even though I like the sharpness
Galvo or
of the fiber,
Gantry, it doesn't matter. Obviously, they're going to be a little slower on the Gantry, but like, unless you're doing Alex Campbell volume of work, there's no reason why you need to do them at Galvo speeds. There's nothing wrong with using your CO2 Gantry laser to do tumblers.
But I think there's more detail in the Galvo. I mean, obviously.
Maybe if you have the right if you have the right setup. There's a lot of things that I do on my CO2 Galvo. Unless I'm using my 110 lens, it's actually sharper on the Gantry. And the reason is because of your throw distance. The dot size is always going to be way bigger on a Galvo laser because you're sending the beam like 6 to 8 inches down to your work area, whereas on the Gantry, you're moving an inch or two from that focusing lens. An inch or two. Your dot size is way smaller on a Gantry. Inherently smaller on a Gantry, which means the Gantry by default is going to give you better detail. Unless you have a gigantic head and a massive beam expander in your CO2 Galvo laser, you're going to get better detail off of the Gantry. Period. The Galvo is for speed, man. That's all it's about. It's just about speed. It's about whipping stuff out in zero time. Do not use that as a details machine, because like I said, with the Galvo, right, and you got your workspace here, you're throwing, even with the shortest lenses, you're throwing like, what is that, 6 inches? Mm-hmm. And then with the Gantry, I mean, the nozzle's
You're
like
right
here.
there.
2 inches, like maybe 4 max. You know, your dot size is always going to be smaller on the Gantry. If you're going for detail work, the Gantry is the way to go.
And you can go the halfway route with the hybrid servos to get some of that speed back.
Improved speed, sure.
And precision.
I wouldn't still push it past like 500. I don't know. Is it a prop? So this is my uneducated question. Is it the tube that just can't keep up with firing at higher speeds? I'm assuming. I was Gio here because he would know.
No, that's the answer. It's the tube. That's why we have to set offsets in LightBurn to begin with.
Yeah, good.
Remember your trailing offsets, right? Mm-hmm. That is to compensate for the steppers moving. Yeah, the steppers are moving too fast at higher speeds for the laser to pulse to match it.
Let me throw a curveball at you. What do you think about, this is what me and J Max spoke about the other day. What do you think about the tank Galvos?
What the hell is that?
Oh damn, he didn't say nothing? The tank Galvos, the bulbs that the CO2s,
the glass tube Galvos?
Yeah.
Glass tube oh no, I've seen glass tube Galvos. Yeah, sure.
Dude, I was really just like, I was like, that's like the best of both worlds. Like, think about it. You get the workspace.
Glass tube Galvos are fine, but they're not pulsed. It's not a pulsed laser, so you
gotta go slow with them too.
You have to go slow because it's continuous wave. With an RF tube, with an RF tube, you can go continuous. That's something else that I was just talking about in the Discord today. You can go continuous like you would on a Gantry, or you can go pulsed. But with a glass tube, everything except continuous wave, like 100%, like zero frequency, basically, where the laser's just always on. That's your only option. There's no pulsing at all with a glass tube. The benefit to those, you see them a lot in like clothing.
Oh, he got.
The camera's messed up. No, you see it a lot in clothing factories where they're putting like wear-in designs on jeans and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Where it doesn't matter what the design looks like on the jeans because it's a blading material off to thin out the material.
Right.
So it doesn't really matter if the engraving looks like crap because you're never going to see it on fibrous material like
Makes
that.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, I mean they're cool, but they're just like there's a specific use case for them. You know, I wouldn't like recommend them to like your average person looking to get into laser engraving.
I want a Galvo. I can't do no 35, man.
35?
What? 30 watt.
35? Oh, the 30. You keep saying that, and I still don't think you have any reason to back that up other than it's because Alex Campbell will have a higher wattage laser than you, and that's unacceptable.
No. So, listen, Alex Campbell is in a totally different league. But it's just like the 100 watt, right? I don't need it.
No, that's bullshit because you do need 100 watts when you're on a gantry. You do need. We have this conversation every fucking week, Tony. You do need 100 watts when you're on a gantry because you're cutting with it. You need 100 watts to get through 1/4-inch plywood. You need 100 watts to get through 1/2-inch acrylic. You're not doing either of those things on a Galvo. You're just not.
True, but
period. You're not cutting with the CO2 Galvo laser. And if you are, it's thin stuff, man. You don't need it. You just don't need it.
So you would say a 30 is good.
I would say that the 30, if anything, has been too much power in every situation that I've tried to use my CO2 Galvo laser so far, including using tumblers. What about it?
Yeah.
I have a 210 lens sitting right here that I have no problem using with my 30-watt laser. If anything, my work area, you want to know what stops me from using a large work area on the CO2 Galvo? Because it's not power, it's dot size. My dot size is borderline unusable at 210. If I throw a 300, I'm going to be drawing with a Sharpie marker. It's good. The dot size is going to be so fat that getting any kind of useful detail out of it is going to be impossible. And that's going to happen well before I run out of power to throw down at my material. It's not a power issue. It's a beam width issue. Because the native beam that comes out of like an RF tube is just so narrow. It's so small. It produces such a fine beam. It needs to be expanded like ridiculously large in order to continue to get small dot sizes with large workspaces. I would have to upgrade. I'd have to find like a 40 millimeter head to put on my Galvo CO2.
There's not? I'm assuming.
There probably is. It's probably like $1,000. Imagine the servos that have to drive those like gigantic mirrors that are the size of your hand or whatever. Dude, forget about
Think
it.
about the tower size you need too.
Yeah, and the tower. Yeah. Oh my God, dude. Let me go get my focal stick for my 210 lens on the CO2.
Oh my
Actually,
God.
I have it right here.
He's got to go.
Okay, this is for my 175 millimeter fiber lens. Okay. Here's for my 210 millimeter CO2 Galvo.
That's what she said. Boy, she was look at that one like, woo, about that one.
Look at that.
The friend she tells you not to worry about.
Yeah, for real. Look at that. That's ridiculous. And that's at 210. So my point is dot size is going to become an issue way before you run out of power when it comes to workspaces. On fiber, it's different because the fiber has like that nice big chunky beam. So you always get small spot sizes. Even on larger lenses, you're still relative to CO2 Galvo, you're getting much smaller dot sizes downrange. You typically run out of power on those dot sizes before the dot size itself is an issue. On CO2 Galvo, the dot size gets so fat so fast that it's just like, it's really, really difficult to use larger work areas if you're trying to get detail work done, and it has nothing to do with how much power you have in reserve. So
What's the deal with I didn't watch it yet, but what are you doing with those lenses? Are those CO2 or just everything?
the top row are my fiber lenses. The bottom row are my CO2 lenses. What I did, if you guys are listening to this after the fact and you haven't already seen this live stream, go check it out. It's called EasyCAD Lens Setup Bonanza. So basically I have like a ton of lenses and I've never really taken the time to like set them up right. So I wanted to get accurate focal distances for every single lens.
I need to do that.
I wanted to set up the new EasyCAD Community Edition for every single lens profile so that I'm using the best EasyCAD software for all of my lenses. Because some of them were using the EasyCAD from the manufacturer. Some of them were using the Community Edition. I couldn't remember like what had what. So I just grabbed a fresh copy of the Community Edition. I did the focal distance test and remeasured the focal distance for every single lens. And then I set up to cut focal sticks for every single one of them. So I've got fresh focal sticks with 100% set up EasyCAD Community Edition for every lens.
I need to do that.
Yeah, and then so that was part one, and then part two will be we're going to actually cut the focal sticks, and then we're going to do the correction files for every single lens. We're going to do them all. That way, all of my lenses are set up. What?
You got videos of that correction, right? Or no? I forgot.
Yeah. It's called How to Fix Your Galvo Lens Distortion.
Yep. I was scrubbing. Well, I wasn't scrubbing. I had it playing in the background while I was working. But yeah, I need to go back and revisit all that because.
Yeah, teaching myself how to do lens corrections was really important. And so I wanted to make that episode as soon as possible. So now we're going to go through and we're going to follow that tutorial basically for all of these lenses, because I'd being like, man, I really need the 210 the CO2 lens for this job. Oh, it's not set up. We're like, oh, I don't know the focal distance, you know, and I'm tired of that because I have jobs that I need to do. And like, I don't know which lenses are like set up and going to work. If I open the EasyCAD folder for that lens, like, I don't know if that focal distance is actually right or not, you know, or if, you know, none of these focal sticks are labeled. I have no idea which one goes to what. So I just wanted to start. I'm just starting completely from scratch, basically. I reset all of my EasyCADs. I reset all of my focal distances, and I'm just remeasuring and setting everything up from scratch. So part one of that was today on the live stream. Really long answer to your simple question, but that's what we were doing.
How long is per lens, you think? How long, what's the time if you had to sit down and time yourself?
Like if I was setting it up? You were watching, right, Kyle? How long did we spend on each of the lenses? 15 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe each?
Something like that.
Again, we didn't do corrections, and we didn't cut the focal stick. So
well, maybe fix correct. Well, you need corrections. Correction is gonna fix the distortion and stuff, right?
Yeah, corrections. Yeah, so we'll have to sit and do corrections. I think in my corrections video, I spent maybe 30 minutes making that video.
I don't know why it took me like 4 hours to get it right.
What? The corrections?
The distortion? Yeah, dude. I don't know why it took me so long.
I feel like you need after the first time you do it, it'll probably go faster too.
I'm doing something wrong. I was cutting pieces and doing a caliper and measuring.
I think you were still doing them manually too, right? Yeah. In the little Galvo lens correction. Yeah. No, you're going to use core file. Go watch the video that I recorded.
Yeah, I
teach you how to do core. Takes fucking 10 minutes, dude. It's so easy. It's so easy. So much easier. Yeah, don't do a manual anymore.
On the same subject of alignment, I think I need to redo my tank. I haven't put much effort on the tank. I was trying to cut 1/4-inch plywood. Mm-hmm. It wasn't it was happening, but I had to go like 8 speed, like 90 power. There's no way.
That sounds right.
1/4-inch?
1/4-inch ply?
Really?
Yeah, my half-inch acrylic setting is 90 power, 3 speed. So you get twice as much acrylic as you get ply. That's kind of the rule of thumb. So for those same settings, that would be my 1/4-inch ply setting. Would be 3 or 4 speed, 90 power.
Okay, so I was using 8 speed, 90 power.
So you're doing better than me. So there's nothing wrong with your laser. It's fine.
I'm feeling like I was.
That could just be a difference of like maybe your air assist compressor is putting out more too, or something like.
Because when you're cutting, you want air, right? No, you don't. When is air? Air is when
air is for cutting.
For cutting,
but it's not. It's just reducing the flame. You're just not having fire. Yeah.
For engraving, you really.
It's not like a fiber cutter where the gas is assisting in the cut. It's not what's happening with an air assist on a CO2.
Yeah, I need to work on the tank, man. Because red dot is all like.
But yeah, no, dude, like 8 speed, 90 power for 1/4-inch ply. That sounds right on the mark. That's better performance than I'm getting on my machine.
Okay, because man, I was cutting some earlier, and I was like, and this was like the first time in like a month or two that I've been down there. Frank came over. He's on the Discord. I got him. I know IRL. I know him, and he finally. Sean, shout out to you. Got he just got a diode. So we got an Ortour Pro something too. I don't know diodes.
The Laser Master 2 Pro. Did you see the new diodes, dude? Yeah. Did you watch that live stream already?
Heck yeah,
that was a fun one, dude.
He's got one of those. He literally watched the video and he was like, "Yo, I want to get one." He got the diode. I thought he wanted. He was leaning towards like a K40. But here's the thing: he didn't want a 60 watt, and he also didn't want. He didn't want a 100 watt or a 60 watt. He didn't want to go a tank route. So
he doesn't need to go a tank route. He could get a 50 watt like Ohm Tech desktop that's not a K40 with Ruida and LightBurn. They're like desktop size. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Look into that. But
It's
Kyle's shaking
basically
his
a
head.
K40, but with it's basically a K40, but with a Ruida
a
controller.
Ruida? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
so
a
you
better.
get- you
It's
get
got a
the
Z
size.
bed. You get a Z bed too. It's not a huge Z bed, obviously, because it's desktop, but it's got a honeycomb bed on it, and you can raise and lower the Z.
Okay. So he might
It's
go
like
that route.
it's like if a K40 was not a worthless piece of shit.
Mhm.
You know, like if I could shrink the 60, the like red and black down to like something that would fit on a desk, that's what it is. OhmTech sells them. I've been thinking about picking one up because when Miranda comes here to work, she's
You
going to
gotta
stay
take that.
upstairs. I'm taking the tank downstairs. So I was thinking about getting one of those desktop OhmTechs to leave up here for her.
I would.
Yeah.
He's thinking about. He's just got a diode. He's been playing with it, and he came over.
They're great. They're fun. I've had so much fun playing with the diode. Like it's been a blast and it works really well. The detail that you can get out of them is incredible.
That is crazy.
They're
The
so
photo
much
work
fun.
is insane.
I did not expect to like them because I'm like sitting over here. I've got a $10,000 Galvo CO2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I should be like scoffing at these. I went into it with the wrong attitude.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
I
that.
understood. I don't feel this. I feel the same way. Like it's just like I don't need a diode, but I want one now. I don't know why. I really just.
I
want
think when you get.
and just go.
I think when you get one, you'll see that they're. You know what I always say? People always ask me, I have a 60 watt CO2. Should I get a fiber laser? Should I upgrade to a fiber laser? That's what they say.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's not an upgrade.
no.
Like that's a lateral move. It's a different tool for a different job.
Yeah.
I would make now after having used them, I would make the same argument for a diode laser. I think it's a different tool and it does things differently than the CO2. It's not just a big CO2 or a little CO2 laser. It's definitely got its own kind of like properties that make it's viable as a standalone piece of equipment.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel that way 2 weeks ago. That's a changed opinion on my part.
That's crazy. That is. So yeah, he's got a diode. He came over. We cut some stuff, and that's what we were doing. And at that point, that's why I was like, oh my god, yeah, I need to tune my red dot. I can't find it anymore, so I need to fix with that. I need to mess with that. It's just-
There's such a pain in the ass, dude. I want to rip the red dot that came with my beam combiner out of my laser entirely and just replace it. I need like a really strong one because by the time it gets down onto the bed, it's so weak I can hardly see it. If there's like any light in the room at all, it's impossible to see. And the scattering on it's really, really bad. It's scattering really bad and just.
I think someone posted one. Maybe JMac, or we were talking about it, and I think there's one that comes out of the actual head of the tube. Like you could,
I know. I was looking for that link because I was this close to buying it because I was getting so pissed off. I want to find out where that is. I know one of the tube manufacturers sells them that way.
I
Like
don't know if it was
pre-installed
our
on the tube, but they don't sell just the beam combiner. You
gotta
have
buy
to buy the tube.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's screw
but
on.
somebody posted a link in one of the staff channels. I think
We
a
need to
long
find
time
that.
ago.
I don't
We
want
need to
that
find that. I want to buy one and I want to try it and
I
see
don't
how it
want the red dot
works.
anymore. I can't even move the tank 4 inches before that thing is out. Like, because my tank is against the wall, and I have corrugated floors, so every time it moves, it's like it skips, and the red dot just. It's like, yo, where the hell are you at, man? Like, it just went on a walk. And
Your
that's
mirrors
about-
might be loose, dude. You might need to check your mirrors.
Man,
Your
would
mirrors
not
might be
surprised.
loose. Shouldn't be doing that. That doesn't
know.
sound right to me.
I know. I wouldn't be surprised because I don't tighten them that much.
Yeah. I don't either because then if you ever need to make adjustments, you untighten it and it just like fucks the whole thing up.
I wouldn't be surprised, dude. That tank needs love. There's so much.
How much lasering have you been doing, man? I haven't seen you that much on the Discord. I'm assuming you're not in the garage very often.
Not a lot. Just little odds and ends. I think the last thing I did was this, y'all.
Oh my god, it's the alligator.
The alligator. Y'all
I'm
see that?
glad you got a second to pull the alligator out.
Y'all
That's
see
not
that?
the last thing you did though. That's not even close to the
Listen.
last thing you did.
This is probably the best thing anyone can laser, bro. Hey, I got the file if y'all need it for free. I'm just letting you know, man. The alligator. Anyways, no.
It looks great.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I know. No, but listen, I haven't been lasering much, man. Just little things, like just little BS, not a lot, dude. Like,
what's the I want to know what the first thing Kyle's gonna put in his machine when it arrives.
Yeah, man.
Probably a sheet of plywood to do a lot of testing.
You have to, man. That's what I did.
I need to check mirror alignment.
Hey.
Don't do your focal ramp tests to find your focal distance for your CO2 gantry on plywood.
Huh?
Yeah, don't do.
Yeah, use
don't
like
do those.
clipboard, right?
I personally I like hardwood.
Okay.
You can go to like Ukuch hardwoods. You've been there, right, Tony?
Yeah,
Kyle's seen it.
I mean,
You just get hardwood. The ply, there's too many variations in the surface height and density of the wood from like millimeter to millimeter. That as you're looking at your ramp, it's fat, skinny, fat, skinny, fat, skinny, fat, skinny, fat, skinny. And you can kind of see the pattern thin out a little bit and then get thicker, but it's really, really hard to pinpoint the exact spot. Hardwood is much, much more consistent. So I would get like some alder or maple or something and do it with that. Those sheets, those boards, you guys have seen them. It's like $8
I think
for like a 12 by 24.
Yeah.
I mean, MDF at least is more consistent than ply.
Yeah. And to do your offset, I get those. Oh shit! Where I did the alligator, y'all, on this. This is what I use for the timing
For the
offset?
CO2 timing. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I used my most recent time that I did it. I used Romark acrylic.
You can use. I like the metal. I don't know why. It's just to me, it's just more cleaner. I can see it. Like I just make grids and I put 500 and shit like that. So. You know what? So, you got any jobs lined up, Kyle, or you just?
Yeah. I have a couple of people lined up who want me to run merch for them, and
Are you talking
a couple of
volume?
people who want me. It's more of like a print order kind of thing almost. And then I have a couple of people looking for like leather patch cutouts and some oddball stuff here and there. But
it's a good place to start. Yeah,
mostly e-commerce.
I've cut leather.
So,
pretty cool.
Once I get everything set up, I'll be figuring out branding and setting up a website and Zikiki. As
I've had that shit for like 4 months and I haven't done much. I have Zikiki going. Like it's literally running.
yeah.
I love it, but I haven't pushed my energy to it right now. But it's set
I was
up.
gonna say, yeah. I'm sure it works great, but you haven't really had the time to.
You've been busy.
Yeah, I've done
Real
one or
busy.
two things, but now everything's slow-ish. But now I gotta like catch up, dude, on like shit at that like a lot of stuff. I gotta.
Well, like personal stuff, like at home.
Dude, I haven't even put my Christmas lights up.
Oh my god.
I know. What's the wife?
It's
man?
not
Come on,
December
like-
yet, man. You have time.
No, I know,
real.
but I mean that I got to do that.
Do you
Like
have
I
some
said-
of your life? Do you have some of your life back from work now?
Yeah, it started slowing down. Like whenever I posted on the Discord, I was like, "Yo, everything's kind of slowing down." But now I gotta like, I have to get back in the swing of things. Like the website, it's there. You can't go. It's a mess. Like I need to work on that. I really do because I get messages and it's just. I need to get, it's like starting all over again. So I need to catch up with that. It's like a wave, you know, it's like I'm slowly about to come in, you know, I got to work on the house things and then the business.
Well, you have until what, next October?
No. Listen, I'll be back. All right. I'm slow. Okay.
Okay, man.
So
In
I
the
got
meantime,
for you guys.
In the meantime, I'll hang out with Kyle.
That's all. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. That's why we have a nice group of fine laser gentlemen's
Yeah,
and
we do.
ladies.
I'm getting really worried about Tachy too.
He's man. I can see. I mean, when you got work, school, it's just
I know it's the school that I'm worried about. I think it's going to kill him. I think he might die.
it's tough, man. But see, the thing is, like work, school, and then his like a side job, and it's a lot.
We need to put some pressure on J-Mac too.
Yeah.
We all love J-Mac. We gotta.
I talk to J-Mac quite often. I talk to J-Mac quite often.
I talk to J-Mac all the fucking time. That doesn't get him on the podcast.
J-Mac is like the guy. You know how you have your headset on? He's like the NS, like the guy in the background.
I know.
Hey,
Yeah, I know. But he's just got so much to share, and he never shares any of it.
He's telling you what to do through the headset. Like, hey, I need you to go to this way. Like, you know that guy that's in the background, like the production? That's J-Mac.
Yeah,
you're in the back, chilling.
You know how you trick your friends into doing the thing that they're scared to do? You give them a group hug, and you walk into the room together, and you let them go, and they realize they're in the room they don't want to be in.
I don't think we can do that digitally, but
no,
it's a good start.
I bet you we could.
Let me ask you this. I know we're jumping all over the place because we all haven't pretty much seen each other for some time.
This is the last one, and then we're going to wrap up and head over to the bonus episode for LMA anyway. But go ahead. What do you got?
Listen, can you talk to me about this head upgrade on the CO2 and all that? Because you mentioned it, or unless there's something coming out for like a vid, something. Remember,
I did a video on the upgrade
on the head.
Yeah, the whole thing, start to finish.
See that? I guess
go watch it. It's called "How to Upgrade Your CO2 Galvo Head."
Wait, did you actually upgrade it, or you just?
Yeah. Yes.
It gives you more options in focal distance and lenses and stuff.
Well, I guess I got my Black Friday list.
Yeah, dude. No, the CO2 Galvo Head. Super easy upgrade once you get the right parts. I ran into a little bit of trouble with the neck that goes to the Galvo head, just getting those to match up, but it was an easy machine fix. And then I had to swap out the power supply. They sent me a 220 volt Meanwell power supply, switching power supply, and I needed a 110. So that stalled me for a week or two, and then I got the 110 power supply in, and I popped it in, and I was good to go.
Why did you need another power supply?
Because the 10 millimeter Galvo head is a 2.5 amp, and the 20 millimeter Galvo head is a 5 amp. So it's
got them beefier motors.
Twice the draw.
For the
bigger servos.
The Galvo.
Oh, you were talking about the.
Oh, he's talking about the Gantry.
Yeah, Gantry. Yeah.
So same thing on that. A lot of the.
He said Galvo, right? Am I crazy?
Did I say Galvo, man?
I thought he did. I don't know.
All right, whatever. Anyway, go ahead, Kyle.
On the tanks, one of the corners that a lot of manufacturers cut is on the head. It will only give you so much flex in where you can set your focal distance. So like a 2.5 inch or a 2-inch lens or a 4-inch lens. Yeah. So.
Okay, so the upgrade, I don't know what the upgrade actually does other than focal lengths. It's got to be something else. Maybe reduce weight. I don't know.
It's mostly that, I think. At least that's my understanding.
Like tube length is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tube length and lens distance. Yeah.
Yeah. Because if your tube is so long, Tony, and you can only get it to go so short or so long, and then you run out of tube and that's it, then you are limited on the number of lenses you can use when your bed's all the way up, because the travel of the actual tube coming in and out of the mirror system is limited.
Okay, I need to look into that. I need to look into getting better lenses.
That's a smart guess though. Less weight. I wonder if there's like a super lightweight head too, because you get better performance out of like a head with less mass.
That's why I said less weight, because less weight on that head.
They're all bricks of aluminum, though. I mean, I can't imagine how much weight you could shed off of like a standard.
Skeletonizing it, like there's a lot of weight cutting in that. Like I can see that. Even if like magnesium, I don't know, make some crazy lightweight
titanium
carbon fiber.
Tony's high performance skeletonized laser heads.
For real, because think about it, you're moving that mass back and forth, and
I know
that jarring, and if
I know.
reduce that, you're like get servo, type performance on a stepper. Because that's what,
I don't know.
Why? Okay, I don't know about that, but that's what causes that jarring. It's just that heavy brick that you're moving.
Sure.
So it'll be a lot easier. It'll be less whiplash, if you see what I'm saying. That direction of change, and so.
Well, that makes total sense. That's it. I'm timing out here. We're just about at 50 minutes, which is pretty good. And this is a good place to break and jump over to the LMA bonus episode. I've got a lot of stuff that I want to talk to you guys about in the LMA bonus episode, and I'll be a little more willing to just kind of like unload on that. So thank you guys so much for listening to the Laser Source podcast for another week. We've got a lot of really great interviews coming up for you, more roundtable style, just kind of like discussion episodes as well. Hopefully Tony will be able to catch up with you next week. We'll see.
Damn right. Shoot.
He's saying yes. Kyle, I hope that you are a recurring host on the show, man. It was great having you on. I'd love to have you back
always
on a weekly basis if you're available, because it'd be really great to follow along with you as you get your new machine set up and just hear like a different perspective on that, hear about the upgrades that you're doing to it. And you can come back every week for me and Tony to bully you into buying a fiber.
Yeah.
So you got to pass this week.
One way or the other.
You got to pass this week. We didn't bully you at all about getting a fiber this week, but next week the gauntlet begins and the bullying will ensue. So prepare yourself for that. But again, thanks for being on with us, and thank you guys for listening to this episode of the Laser Source podcast. If you enjoy this, if you enjoy the Laser Everything YouTube channel, head over to the Laser Master Academy and sign up to support it. It's $8 a month. There's hundreds of hours. I think I can actually say that now of bonus live stream content. There's a bunch of, I don't even know, I'm trying to do the math in my head. I think 13 or 14 bonus episodes of the podcast on there now for you. Instant access to my entire fiber and CO2 laser parameter libraries. That CO2 Gantry, the CO2 Galvo one, is actually starting to have enough settings where I think I'm going to upload that soon too. So the CO2 Galvo library, will go up. UV's coming on Monday, so you guys will hear all about that next week on next week's episode. I'm sure I won't be able to shut up about it, and we'll have those parameter libraries up there for you too. Not to mention access to just like an awesome community of people that really care about what they're doing and that are also supporting the channel. So go check that out if you want to support the show and make sure that we can continue doing it. It's masters.lasereverything.net. If you can't afford to support the channel right now, that's okay. Check out the link to the Discord instead. It's our free online community. I just checked, guys. We have over 1,600 members.
That's crazy.
On the Discord server. 1,600 members on the Discord server. It's very active. It's very, very active, lively, fun place to be. We kick the haters out. We only allow the positive people that want to help you guys learn and grow and have something to offer, whether that's learning humbly or helping to teach humbly. We've got just so many people at this point that really want to share with you and help make you better at what you're trying to do. So if you can't afford the LMA right now, you can't support the channel for some reason, don't worry about it. Just hit up the link to the Discord in the description, in the show notes. And I think that's all I've got. Tony is doing stuff somewhere, right? You got a website?
Yes, hideas.com, but I need to get working on it. I'll be up and
still
running.
mid construction there a little bit.
Yeah. So if not Discord, ish. You just at me 9 times out of 10, I'll respond. So
it's at Tony Tonefu, I think. Yeah. Yep. And then Kyle, you're on the Discord. It's at Kyle_Hallman. Is that right?
At Hallman, but I'm Kyle on the server.
Oh, gotcha.
Socials are still in progress.
Perfect.
Business. So.
Oh, it's at Hallman. Okay, got it. That sounds really good. Like I said, we'll bully you for updates on that next week. That's it, guys. That's all that I've got for today. Thank you so much if you guys are supporters, and we will see you in next week's episode. Have a great day. See you later.
Later.